And we are recording. Quick, Swimo, swallow.
I'm
Swallow.
a swallow champion.
Yeah, buddy. It's not the first time Simo's heard that on a
I
Friday
know.
night.
Hey, does this look like I'm
Hey!
drinking water?
Yeah, it does look
But
like
you
you're
know what it
drinking
is?
water.
It's
What
a
is
White Claw. And so when I'm doing Zoom meetings for work, I'm working from home. They think I'm drinking water. I'm just getting fucking shit faced at work, bro. Oh, I shouldn't say that because some of my coworkers listen to. Okay, let's get started.
We're going to do this in 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing?
Testes in my mouth.
Get on the ground, you fucking pledge!
Ew.
Welcome to the greatest podcast experience of your life. This is the Frat Chat Podcast.
All young men like three things: food, news, pussy.
Featuring Carlos Garcia and Chris Moore.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new year and a new edition and a new season of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. This is the Frat Chat Podcast. I'm Carlos Garcia with Chris Simo Moore for the first time ever, fully on YouTube today, baby. How's it going, Mr. Moore?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're here. You can see us. Well, not really live, but in person.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. You know what I mean? So we figured, we'd do it up. Like I showered before
Oh,
we
thank
did
you so
this, which
much. Oh,
typically never
thanks.
do. You know what I mean? I figured I look nice for the peeps. You know what I mean? Simo moved into an entire new apartment just to do this.
Yeah,
So
no noisy
hopefully it's
roommates.
here loud.
And then I'm in Astoria now, and I'm like, where's the sirens? Where's the screaming?
Yeah.
Where's the crackheads? I don't understand. Like, is this New York? Okay, so I'm in a new apartment, right? And they told me that I couldn't move in early, even though the place was vacant. They said you can't move in early because they need time to clean and paint. I said, okay, I get it.
Right.
So I moved in this weekend, and when I moved in, it was not cleaned or painted. And obviously, I'm going to clean things before I put stuff away. I shouldn't have to, but I did. So I cleaned out my refrigerator,
Ugh.
deep cleaned it, my
Ugh.
bathroom, a bunch of cabinets, there's
Ugh.
food left over. And I'm like, ah. So finally, when they answered after this weekend, and I get it, it was a holiday, my landlord was like, how's it going? And I was like, not well. And so I laid into her, and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought someone else was taking care of this. You have to understand, I was sick. And I was like, I just don't accept that. And she's like, excuse me? I was sick. And I was like, and I don't accept that. Are you the one painting? And she said, excuse me. And I said, are you the one painting? And she's like, no. I said, well, then I don't accept it. You can pick up your cell phone and text somebody and delegate some shit. So don't play with me like, I was sick, so I couldn't have people come. No, I don't. That's not fair to me. So I need someone to come here ASAP. She said, okay. She said, they'll be there tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. And then I was like, oh, fuck, that's really early. But I did say ASAP, so I'm not going to argue.
Yeah.
And they did come and
Right.
clean, and they painted it, but I was like, this is why people had things to say about gay people, because we act like this. Like, the gloves are off. I've got the
but
rage.
you kind of had to. Yeah, no, what the fuck? Like, if you sometimes the thing is, people just say dumb shit, and I just can't accept that. I think you had a very fair point. All you have to do is literally text someone and be like, "Yeah, I have a guy moving in here. I'm feeling like shit. Can you just make sure that the apartment is clean?" Like, it takes 5 seconds. In your day.
Totally.
It's not.
You go like this.
Come on. So, yeah, no, I'm with you.
Done. Stupid hoe.
No, back to sleep. Yeah, no. I think you did the right thing. I think also though, it's kind of why, like, as you get older, it's more likely to people turn into a Karen. You know what I mean? It's like because I can kind of see how that starts going.
I have my moments. I'm not gonna lie.
Some people be lazy. Yeah, some people are fine, and some people deserve it. I think you did right. So,
well, that's what I did
the world
over the new
Karens
year. What
was
did
a
you
good
do?
Karen. Over New Year, I mostly got drunk at home with my
Yeah,
parents, or I guess at my parents' house. And Julie came over and did a bunch of stuff,
like drugs. What kind of
She can't
stuff?
stay still. Mostly cocaine
Oh
and
yeah,
things like that. Yeah, Julie's wild. You guys have no idea. No, Julie is
she's
far
never
from it.
smoked
She
weed, but
like
she
went
went
to like
straight to cocaine. Did she snort it off your
no,
penis?
yeah, she went. Yeah, exactly. Cocaine off my
Yeah.
penis was the way to start into drugs. Like most people smoke a joint, but not Julie. And we were driving a motorcycle too, so it was wild, wild. Well, it was not really a motorcycle; it was more like a bicycle. You know what I mean? It was very awkward.
Wasn't really a motorcycle. It was like a little like BMX bike with a horn and a little bell,
Yeah,
but it was a sexy bell.
training wheels. They have those tassels and stuff up the sides.
Yeah, because you ride in fucking style, dude.
That's right, brother. It was her bike, and
Um,
we love it.
I'm filming this weekend a show called Tubi. I mean, so on a network called Tubi. I'll tell you the show
Yes.
off air. Um, it's a dating show. It's a reality dating show. And I asked my husband, I said,
Yeah, I was like, "What? Aren't you married? How can you do this?"
I said, listen, I got offered this. How do you feel about this? He said, if it works for your career, I mean, go for it. He's like, are you getting paid? And I said, yeah. He's like, well, we paid a lot to move. So I say, go for it. And I said, okay, thanks. So it was a dating show and I had to cook a meal. Have I told you about this?
Okay. Vaguely.
I-
I don't know. You have
I
to
have a
cook
small
meal?
budget.
What?
I had to provide groceries and cook a meal. And then the judge
Okay.
will try to gauge the personality of the person via this meal. And whichever meal is their
Okay.
favorite, they pick and they go on a date. I'm not sure if you're required to go on this date,
Wow.
but they approached me after one of your shows and they said, hey, you're really funny. Would you consider doing this show? And I said, of course. Then they said,
Very cool.
are you a good cook? And I didn't want to miss out on this opportunity, so I said, of course, I love to cook. Motherfucker, I can't
Oh,
cook shit.
God.
So I'm like,
Oh,
oh. So I
God.
was really excited, but now as it's getting closer, I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna cook? I mean, it's gonna make good television, but yikes.
Absolutely. You should make some like mac and cheese or something like that. But like not you can be like, and now we can beef it up with ketchup.
Mac and cheese and fish sticks.
Because it's for you. Yeah. It's because I like you. I got the fancy mac and cheese, SpongeBob SquarePants mac and cheese.
I love the fun shapes. I might even have that in my kitchen
Yeah,
right now.
dude.
But it's just important for me that my potential date that I would not be going on because I'm a happily married man. My potential date needs to know that I'm not pretentious and that I'm just a big goof. So maybe I should garnish it with like, I don't know. Maybe I should draw something with it, like a penis, like a big wiener on the plate. I don't know. I should like boil a hot
Two
dog
boobs.
and I have 2 hard-boiled eggs on either side of it, and I should have some mint coming out the tip of it, so it looks like it's splurging. And then they'll know that I'm very creative. Ready. I'm ready.
Then the show gets
Then the
canceled.
show gets canceled.
Episode 1. Wait, is that a dick on his plate?
Well, I was gonna be
My children were watching.
up against Danny Suggs, the comedian. So Danny Suggs is a friend of the show, and he's a very talented comedian.
Yeah.
And I was really excited because, first and foremost, I just think Danny Suggs is so freaking attractive, and I just melt when he talks to me. I know I'm a married man.
He's got swag.
I just
too.
think he's
cool.
so cute. And
Yeah, clearly that doesn't stop Simo from doing the things in like going on dating shows.
I was going to, if he was in the room with me filming, I was just gonna like lay on the flirting hardcore with him and live out my fantasy and just make it uncomfortable for everyone during this competition. But he canceled last minute. He got a better gig. It happens. He's talented. I get it.
Oh, well, good for him then.
know.
Honestly, plus, I totally feel you, Danny Suggs. I brought Simo on MTV, and they just like edited him all out.
Yeah, they did.
Just kidding. He'll be in the outtakes one day.
You know what?
Which I still don't get, dude. We did all that
shit, and my mom was like, "I had your aunts tune in." And you were at the very end, and you were literally getting spanked. Yeah, I know.
At least we didn't talk about poop.
I know. She's like, you and Carlos talk about so much poop. Yeah, it's funny. Everybody poops.
We talk about shit sometimes.
Have a glass of water.
Especially her.
Oh, I don't know if we talked about this. My mom had a heart attack on Christmas Eve.
Oh God! You told me about the heart attack, and I feel really bad that I didn't inquire as to how she was
fine.
doing.
She's totally fine. So I get a call from my dad Christmas Eve at 8 a.m. And I'm like, oh, this is early. But my dad gets up early every day to go walk in the mall. He's a mall walker, which I think is great.
A mall walker.
He had some.
So he goes to like fitness reasons
for fitness. Yes.
Like,
he instead of walking outside,
he just watches kids in JCPenney.
Yeah, exactly. With his hand in his pants to keep his hands warm. He told me. So he walks in the mall as opposed to walking outside. So he gets like he parks. He grabs his like iced coffee, goes in the mall and walks around the mall a few times for like an hour or two, and that's just his exercise every morning. And I'm very proud of him.
Grabs a pretzel,
and he eats a couple Annie Ann's pretzels, And so he had gastric bypass for the second time, like a revision surgery, and this was an effort to keep the weight off. And he's done a great job. Very proud of him. So he called me at 8 a.m.
Good for you, Mark.
And yeah, holler. And so I love my dad. He's fantastic. So he called me at 8 a.m., which is bizarre, but I thought, well, he's already up. And so I answer the phone, and he's, your mom? I was like, what happened? What's going on? And I was free to talk.
Did she poop in another
bag?
He
didn't wake me up. I was actually in the grocery store buying groceries. I was going to make Osmario breakfast, and I was in the line from hell. So I was like, oh, I forget. It's like not a good time to buy groceries, So I answer the phone, and I'm like, wait, what happened? What's going on? And he's like, your mom. And then I hear my mom say, give me the damn phone. And then so she takes the phone, and she's like, hi, I'm in the ambulance. And then I hear the guys in the background like, brr, 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 and she says, give me a fucking moment. It's my child. Do you mind? So she's probably like on like a stretcher, like batting away these guys. Like, I'm talking to my baby. So she's like, I should have sent your dad on a fucking airing because he's no help. And she's like, I'm having a fucking heart attack. And here he is crying on my shoulder. So I have to deal with my heart attack and I have to console your fucking father. She's like, God damn it. So I was like, okay, well, it sounds like you're doing okay. So just keep me posted. So she went to the hospital, and they had to keep her for a few days and do like some procedure called like angioplasty and like put a stent in her heart. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. But she was there for really long because the medical team was like on vacation or out for the holidays. So she had to wait till everyone came back. So I felt so bad for her. She spent the holiday in a hospital room with my crying dad. My dad, as we get older, do we get more emotional? Is that?
Oh, absolutely. So? Well, your testosterone starts dropping too, so that definitely helps. Well, you becoming more emotional. As my dad got older, he definitely got less like, and more like gentle. And I saw my dad cry.
Really?
Once, and I was like, "What?"
How old was he when he cried?
Like ever. He would have been. Let's see. I was like 15. So he would have been in his 50s.
But he never cried when you were younger
50s,
than that.
Close to 60s. Never. Like the thought of my dad crying was like, no.
Wow.
It's too tough. Maybe he cried in private, but not in front of
Yeah.
me. No, he wouldn't have sold it like that. They were like, his dad was all like the bullshit, like boys don't cry. So of course he had that complex when raising me. But I cry like a bitch. Meanwhile.
Do you? Are you a crybaby?
I cry when needed, but when I'm not one of those that's like, oh, you can't cry. It's like, no, man, you gotta let it out. That's how you become a serial killer.
Really?
You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
god, it doesn't look good for me.
You gotta.
I cried one time, and that was in the last few years. I cried when my best friend passed away, and you called me, and I was like, I can't get it together, and I was so frustrated with myself. I'm like, I'm busy. I have things to do. I can't. I had to just, I just had to keep it moving,
Well, that's a good one.
But other than that,
But some
I don't
people
cry.
aren't criers. Like, and like if you're not a crier, there's nothing wrong. Like my mom, for example, is not a crier whatsoever. She's kind of like you. She just like thinks of how to get it going, and I try to think that way too. But meanwhile, like I gotta take a moment to like decompress, let it out, and then it's okay. What do I do? How do I deal with this? How do I move forward? Type thing. So it is.
You know what?
But I've been there, dude. I brought my mom up for Thanksgiving one year, and I was going to take her to the Macy's parade, and I got appendicitis the night before Thanksgiving.
Oh wait, that's when you. I didn't realize it was around Thanksgiving when you got sick.
The night before. So the night, like midnight, would have been turning into Thanksgiving Day. Like I was in the ER. You know what I mean? So like obviously, like you don't have shit there. Everybody's on vacation, so it was fucking awful. I felt so bad. Like the one time I tried to do something nice for her, and we end up in the ER.
Yikes!
For me, yeah, sucks.
I'm sorry, dude. That sucks. Oi.
Mm-hmm. So me and Mama Mo have a thing or two in common. I
Yeah.
guess. All I gotta do is shit in a bag, or we'll be twins.
Yeah. She's so mad about that. She's so mad we keep bringing it up. Ooh. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Mama Mo. It's just too funny. I can't help it.
You know what? I can cry on cue, like at an audition. No problem. No problem. Isn't that crazy?
You just can't cry emotionally.
Maybe I am like psychotic. Wait, do you dream in color?
Do I dream in color? Ooh, I do. I think because I had a dream recently where someone within the dream was not in color and everybody else was. So I don't think I acknowledged what color everything else was, but I did know that person was or thing was in black and white.
Were you dreaming, or were you high and you watched Pleasantville?
It's actually right now. I'm like, what, Simo? Is that you, dude? So I think, definitely dream in color. You don't? You dream?
I dream in color, and someone told me that was like psycho. And I'm like, who doesn't dream in color? We all dream in color. I have dreams about dyeing my hair different colors, and the color's vivid.
Yeah, why wouldn't you dream in colors? That's stupid. Yeah, exactly. That's stupid. That's that person must be the psycho. Like, I dream in black and white. What? When you dream in the 1930s? Get the fuck out of here.
No way.
That's weird. That
was my favorite decade.
Yeah, that could be a cool decade living.
Yeah, it was a fun time. I was there.
Everybody was swinging. But if you were gay, you would have probably been called out as a communist and like shot or something.
Right?
So I don't know if it would have been a great decade for you to go back to, but And then again, for me, I don't know either because I have a feeling they weren't so kind to my people.
But you're white passing. Back in the day.
That's true. I could put on a hat like, "Hi, Shay."
So it's like back in like the 1600s or so, if I was around, they would have been like, I think he's gay. Which they would have burned me to the stake, And then after that, during like the 1800s or 1700s, they would have been like he's a rebel. He doesn't follow the queen. Yada yada. Hang him. And the 1800s, they would have been like, he believes in abolishing slavery. Hang him. And then in the 1900s, they'd be like, he's a fucking commie because we think he's gay. Kill him. And then this day and age, they're like, well, this day and age, they're like, oh, I guess gay is kind of cool now, so let's make him an accessory and go shopping. So I don't think we have that much respect at the moment. We're just kind of like an accessory. It is what it is. I'll take it over getting hanged. Okay, that's my tangent.
Simo takes someone being hung as opposed to being hanged.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm like, yo,
Oh,
Jesus
God.
hung on wood, and they're gonna call me a faggot. Get that out of here. That is not fair.
Mhm. Y'all get on your knees 13 times a sermon. You call Simo gay?
know.
Get out of here. They get on their knees so much they have cushions for their knees.
I
in
got
church.
knee pads for when I lose an argument.
Yeah, you gotta.
Can you hear that?
You gotta think 10 years from now. That's nice and fizzy. It sounds like you're taking a piss.
Does it?
A fizzy piss.
Sometimes I do.
That's what happens when you don't drink enough water, Simo. I told you.
Can I share something really crazy? Let me a second. Lift this. It's really heavy. So after my best friend passed away, one of the last things that he said to me in person, he was like in between apartments, and he had this crystal ball,
Okay.
and he was like, "Take care of my crystal ball. I'll come back for it." Right?
Wow.
And sometimes I'm like, after he passed away, I'm like, is he in here? I'm like, is he in there? I don't know. So I look at it a lot and I think of him.
That'd be awful.
I'm like, I hope he's not trapped in there. But let me tell you, I shine
Yeah,
this
that would suck.
motherfucker like it is like my forehead. You know what I mean? Like I'm just grooming and like making sure it's good to go. So I'm like, you never know. He's my best friend, so I gotta make sure he's taken care of. And so is that weird?
I mean, I think maybe he just wanted you to always shine his balls.
You know what? Maybe
he's
it's just
just
a
laughing
gay
at you.
slur. He's like, here's a big ball for you, you big fucking queer. Sorry.
You like balls?
Mhm.
Here, keep this.
I never
ball.
thought about that. I could be looking at it the wrong way. He might be like, here's a big, very
Just
big
saying,
fucking nut
just
for
saying.
you. Wow.
Well, speaking of balls, though, get ready to have a ball at the greatest comedy show of all time, baby, because we are back January 26th. But wait, we're going bigger than ever. We're going to Stand Up New York, folks, for the very first time, which is holy shit. It's just wild. I still can't believe it. And this lineup is goddamn stacked. We got Mr. Mo hosting this bitch. We got Pedro Gonzalez from The Late Show with Colbert. We got Maddie Weiner, Comedy Central. Usama Siddiqui, America's Got Talent. Tracy Carnazzo, who we both love. Teen Mom Trash Talk Podcast. Liz Glazier, winner of the Boston Comedy Festival. Myself. You got Barack Ziv from Just Kidding. My good buddy Opal, and our buddy here, friend of the show, who you are probably going to hear this season coming up very soon, Ron Prendemano, you guys. It's January 26th at 7:30 p.m. Head to the Stand Up New York website right now at standupny.com. Again, standupny.com. And check us out again. It's January 26th, 7:30 p.m. Or follow the Greatest Comedy Show of all time on Instagram at Greatest Comedy Show, baby. And check that out. At Greatest Comedy Show again, at Greatest Comedy Show. Click the link in bio in there. Take you right to the tickets. So whatever you want to do it. But come check us out at Stand Up New York. We both perform there, and let me tell you, it's one of the best, let's say, top 3 clubs in New York
I've
City.
never performed there before.
Epic place. Really? That's your
That's
first
the only
time?
club I've never
This
performed
is such
at.
a good place. Good. Well, we're gonna pop Simo's
Wait, can I tell you
cherry.
something?
You're gonna love it.
I've been
It's-
booked for 2 shows,
Go on.
and each time, some like mediocre comedian dropped in, and I got bumped twice. And I was just gonna
that's
do
sad.
like second to last or last second when they dropped checks because I was new to New York, and I was like, yeah, I'll take that slot. And then some guy who
Right.
has like a good credit came in and like bombed, and I'm like, fucking A. And I'm sitting there watching all,
That could have been me,
Like, me
bombing.
bombing. You know, sometimes I think to myself, like I should be more supportive of the comedy community, but when you watch your peers do the same jokes over and over and same layout or same sequencing and outline, and you know every punchline, and there's like no variation, it's torture. So I knew everyone that's performing. I was watching a lot of the shows. I'm like, so boring for me. I'm at the end. Oh,
Well, I think we should be supportive, but it's also competitive. You know what I mean? There's only several spots to go around, even though there's so many shows. But the ones that get you noticed are very limited. So, I mean, I'm with you. You got to look at comics as
well,
competition, as well as you're
I
gonna
look
see
at a
how
lot of
can
them
I
as
top
like
this person.
boring motherfuckers. So I forgot. I'm hosting this one. I forgot. I'm hosting. I'm
Yes,
ready.
you are, sir. But so dress nice,
Dress nice.
or maybe not at all. Like wear little clothes. I forget. I
Whatever
was
you
kind
want.
of.
I'm
I
ready.
feel like with SEMA, the more naked, usually the more people come. So I don't know. It
You
seems like a
know,
good luck thing. So
we will see.
we'll see what he comes up with.
What is on the agenda
So,
today? What are we talking about?
well, Mr. Mo, it's a new year, and we are here, and Simo's still queer. See what I did there? See what I
Debatable.
did there?
Debatable.
Yeah, he changed this year. He decided. So a lot of podcasts, a lot of different shows. Trying to give people these like bullshit New Year's resolutions. You know what I mean? That like people are like, so like wishy washy, like crappy ones out there that people can't really follow. It's like you're living an episode of Seventh Heaven. All right, the dad turns out to be a diddler. Don't feed me bullshit. So we're gonna here to change all that. We're gonna give people real resolutions, useful resolutions, the best resolutions that they can possibly get, so they can enjoy 2023 if they feel like applying some of this themselves. You know what I mean? They don't have to, but this is just what we're going to do ourselves, and maybe you'll enjoy them. But we think we will. We think we'll change your life for the better. And hopefully that was a net crack and not Simo crack.
Oh, did you hear that? Sorry.
That was good. That was a good one. Holy
I crack
shit. That was
everything.
like a triple. Now it makes me want to crack my neck. Oh, yeah.
That's my elbow.
I crack my wrist.
Oh, yeah? I've always known you to be a
Yeah.
little limp wrist. Who? Hey-o!
That's why. Hello! Hey, fellas! But anyways, we're here to do some New Year's resolutions, you guys. Now, would you like to go first, or would you like me?
I'll go first, but I'm gonna be really honest with you. I never really think much about like resolutions because I'm like, I eat healthy, I work out a lot. Like, I'm a
Julie wrote like a dissertation of resolutions that she wants to do.
why?
I'm Julie, and today because this is Julie's. That's like a Julie thing to do. You know what I mean? She's that person that would be like, "Excuse me, teacher, you forgot to assign us homework," and we're like,
Julie.
She's such a good person. It's like
So
too
she's a
inspiring.
chronic brown
God damn it.
noser.
That's why she always smells like shit.
Well, you heard it here, folks. All right, so my first one is, I work a lot, I perform a lot, we record every week, I write a lot, I do lots and lots of stuff to keep busy. I work, I'm at the gym every day, but I thought, you know what, I need to spend more time with the people that matter. You know what I mean?
Is that why you haven't called me in like 6 days since the year started?
No, because I was moving. I was packing and unpacking and packing again. So yeah, because when I moved, I unpacked.
So you deleted my phone
That
number.
too.
You're like, who's this? It's like Simo. I swear. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
when you're like, hey, we're recording today, and I was like, yo, new number, who this?
Yeah, who's this?
Literally though, when I moved in, we unpacked everything and hung up stuff, and they're like, we're coming in tomorrow morning. I'm like, motherfuck. So I had to repack everything and take things off the walls, had them clean and paint, and then I had to unpack again. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I work so much, and I bring a lot of work home, and I just do too much, and I feel like, you know, I my husband and I have opposite schedules, and I need to make more of an effort to spend time with him and maybe plan a trip, and spending more time. My family's not going to be around forever, so I have to go on more trips home. And, then when I say family, it's not just like my genetic family, it's also my chosen family. So, like,
Right.
my best friends, I haven't been in Chicago in 2 years, and that's where a lot of my best friends are. So, I just need to do better with reconnecting with the ones I love, and just spending less time working.
I like
Yep.
that. I like that. And dude, anytime you want to go to Chicago, we can go to the Windy. I've never
Yeah,
performed
let's
there. And
go.
that's where you. That's where Simo made his grinded his teeth. I guess is what they say in the
I
biz. That's where
honed
Simo made his
my
name out there. I guess.
craft in the
That's
Windy
right.
City.
That's right. He honed his craft. He I don't know. He browned his asshole. Is that one too? Is that what they say?
Well, it started out brown. I met some people, and it came out blue. Bruised,
Oh, he blew his asshole.
damaged goods. It's like, it's more. It's like my dick's like a
Excellent
hot
punchlines.
dog in a hallway, just loosey goosey, farting sounding like this. That's all I got.
Oh God, perros caliente. That's what you call
Yeah.
it.
They normally just called me.
Oh,
They
man.
just called me puta grande, and I think that means flower.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so what's your first one?
Oh God. So I'm gonna start one. Most people want to start the year by joining the gym, losing some of that holiday weight they put on. You know what I mean? Try to, start the year by turning a new
And
leaf
honestly, it's
in their
annoying.
health. It's fucking annoying, right? It leads to a packed ass gym full of people that have no clue what they're doing. It's all out of shape. Like, it's like an out of shape Walking Dead. You know what I mean? Like all these fat zombies. Like, can I hop in with you on the bench? Like, hey, get away from me!
I saw someone
So-
sitting. They were at this. It was like a Nautilus machine. It was a curl machine, and they sat backwards on it and were like reaching back for the handles. Like, I don't understand. And I tried to tell them, I was like, "Oh, you got to turn the other way." This is at my local gym. I just moved in, and I said, "You do it like this," and they were like, "I know, but you can work different muscle groups if you do it differently." I said, "Okay, fine, whatever."
Yeah, sure, dude. And there's like charts on the fucking things.
I
too,
know.
but it's like, I don't know. I know it is intimidating to start in the gym. We've been going for years, so we kind of roll our eyes. But come on, dude. Like, fucking,
What can you do?
YouTube some videos first before you join. So for that very reason, I'm gonna stay home and use my home workout stuff for the first 2 weeks of the year until the resolutioners quit and leave their memberships to die and give all their money to the gym. Then I'll make my glorious return when it's empty. Like, Julie's been going and she keeps coming home. Like, she just fucking went to like Walmart on Black Friday. She's like, showed me a video. Some girl was doing like up downs with her legs, and her feet were like an inch from Julie's face. I'm like, okay, I would have freaked out. Okay, those would have been fighting. Sort of fighting kicks. Like,
Some people would
fucking
love that.
Get your dirty ass feet. Yeah, right.
Remember when I dated that
Sure, you seem
pastor?
like
He
the guy.
loved feet, just not my
The
feet.
foot-
He loved feet, but
the
mine were
foot
like,
guy.
ooh, did they make the cut?
Yeah, I wonder if that's why he became a pastor, because Jesus had nails through the feet. He was just like, ooh,
Maybe.
I let you drill my nails through your feet, Jesus. I mean his penis, you guys. So yes, I'm gonna go avoid the gym like the fucking plague, you guys. And I suggest you do too. Even if you want to actually, like, if be healthy this year, just wait a couple weeks. Because when you start out and it's this packed, you're gonna get burned out. You're gonna assume the gym is always like that, and it isn't. It's usually manageable as the year goes by. So that's what I would say. Avoid the gym first 2 weeks of the year, guys.
Um,
What's next for you?
so you have a home gym?
I have pretty much all the weights here that I need. I have a cardio machine. I have a total gym thing, so I can do that. Julia has a bunch of like strength stretch cords, so I can do like the tri pull downs and things like that. I literally have everything here because during the
Nice.
pandemic, when we couldn't go to the gym, we started stocking up on shit because you never knew. We weren't quite sure when we'd go back and they closed my local gym that I used to go to. So then, it was like for a while, it's like, all right, we got to figure this out. So we literally just started slowly but surely stacking up
You
and all,
know,
all the equipment we
sex
could.
is cardiovascularly effective and it's also good for your quads. And
That's
I
right.
think I read somewhere that sex cures hiccups.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing
That's
willing to try. you know. Okay, so let's see. One of mine is I feel dumb saying this after you just gave yours, but I needed to do more cardio to burn belly fat. And I don't eat unhealthy, but I feel like as I've gotten older, it's hard to maintain a
That's what I
washboard
do.
stomach. So like my
Mhm.
gym is actually I was spoiled at my last apartment. It was so close. So now my gym is a little bit further from me. So I thought, okay, well that gives me an excuse to jog there. And then when I jog there, I'll
Huh.
get on the treadmill or on an elliptical and I'll run for 3 hours until I
Wow.
am skinny again. No, I think that yeah, I just need to do more cardio and also because my dad is really doing a good job in keeping fit and my mom um has some heart issues and she's been told to keep fit because my mom has heart issues because her dad had heart issues and I've had some heart issues in the past. So I'm like, obviously that's me next. So I
Yeah,
just should just
right.
do more cardio.
Start taking care of it now. Nah, for sure, dude.
I hate cardio,
I
but
think
I'll
that's a
do
good
it.
one too. Cardio sucks, dude. I hate doing it too, but it's like, yeah, that's part of the big reason. Like with COVID, I gained so much weight is because had to stop doing cardio, so I had to make sure I was able to get myself a cardio machine. So if anything ever happens again, I'm good. so, but yeah, cardio is a good one, dude. And I don't know, it's like belly fat, and you nailed it. As you get older, everything just starts going down there. You know what I mean? Like and now I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to lose weight everywhere else, and then freaking the belly stuff. It's like, God damn it,
And like our
go
pecs
away!
become tatters. What the
I
fuck is
know.
that?
That's why it's like
Ugh.
that's why you can't skip chest day as you get older, folks. Those things
Yeah.
become jiggly little old saggy titties, and no one
Yeah.
wants those. And then when you sun dry, when you bake, when you go tanning and stuff, they look like sun dried tomatoes
Yeah.
with little raisins on top.
Like an orangutan,
yeah.
they always have like big deflated tatters.
Yep, they sure do. It's like you look like my grandpa.
Did you see that video of the the gorilla sucking the dick of the other gorilla at the zoo, and the mom was like, "Oh my god!" and grabbed her kids. Was like, "No!" Have you seen that?
Oh my, I have
The
not,
male
but I like.
gorilla just laid back, spread his legs, and the female
Of course.
gorilla was like, "Ah."
Well, shit, man. Like you, mom's like, don't act like you're not
And I'm like,
impressed.
anyone that argues
Anything
that
else
we
good?
didn't come from monkeys is a fucking idiot because obviously I use that same technique.
She was cradling. I've heard of monkey see, monkey do, but never monkey see, monkey do.
Is monkey see Chris do? I'm like, oh, I gotta try that one. That's a good man.
That's some great strategy,
Yeah.
monkey BJ.
Why not?
Oh Lord. Okay, so more cardio to okay. Well, I'm going to go to my next one now. And you said you wanted to travel more, which actually aligns with me because from December 21st to December 22nd, I did shows in LA, Pittsburgh, Maryland, New Jersey, and New York. So this
December
year, I'd like to top that.
2021st to 2022nd. Not December 21st,
Exactly.
the day, to December 22nd. It was a whole year span.
No. Yes.
The way you
yes,
said it
years
sounded like it was in a
out
day.
of one day.
I played Santa.
Not fucking Santa
and
Claus.
I jumped on these reindeers and I flew all over and I skipped all the Jewish households. Yeah, you're not that person.
Yes, I just did Zoom open mics in all those towns. That's what
Yeah.
Killing it. So I did shows in all those places. Now this year I want to top it. So follow me at Carlos Does the World on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Carlos Does the World on Twitter. Let me know where I should head to next. And Mr. Simo and I can go. I would like to also, to add to that, do a live show of the pod possibly this year. So I'm going to put that out into the universe, you know. So let us know if you want to do that. You'd like to come, you guys. Follow us on all social channels and let us know at Frat Chat Podcast. That's on Instagram. That's on Facebook. That is on Twitter. And it is on YouTube as well at Frat Chat Podcast.
If we do a live
let us
show,
know. That'd be
I
sweet.
think we should do it at Union Hall. You been there?
At Union
It's
Hall.
a great
yeah,
place to
Union Hall's
perform.
sweet.
So I think we should do it there, and I think we should do something either gay themed or wrestling themed, or
That's
both,
pretty
because it's the
sweet.
same thing.
Or both. Yeah, right? I was going to say, it's kind of
Wrestling is super gay.
goes hand in hand on hand and wiener. I don't know, one of the two, but yeah, I think we can make that work. So let us know, you guys. I think that would be sweet. I want to travel more,
Yes.
and I want to, of course, steal Julie's points. She doesn't know that I've slowly but surely been transferring them over to my account, so that I could just make that happen.
Wait, what are these points? Travel points?
Damn right, like Marriott points, Delta points. Oh shit, there she comes.
Dude, I had this rewards program through Bank of America with one of my credit cards, and I maxed it out and I paid off, and I maxed out, paid off, trying to build credit, right? So over the course of like the last like decade, I probably spent like maybe 20 grand with this credit card, and I paid it off and spend and pay it. So maybe 20 grand, and like if you spend like a lot of money, you can get like cash back. So you have to spend like $2,500 to get like $10, and they're like don't forget you have your
Wow.
rewards. Like you better choose what you want. I'm like, you kidding me? And it reminds me of when I used to go to like Chuck E. Cheese, and I would have like 10,000 tickets, and they'd be like, great, you've earned this like little, I don't know, jump rope.
You can have a mustache
Yeah,
comb.
exactly. You earned this
I
whistle,
don't have a
a
mustache.
comb, and some stickers. Good job.
And someone's blown on the whistle, so make sure you
Yeah,
wash it.
totally.
they might have had herpes.
Yeah. It's like, you earned a whistle and some hepatitis. Congratulations.
Did you-
Signed, Patient Zero.
Did you eat the pepperoni pizza? Oh, definitely
Yeah.
hepatitis.
Man. Okay, so this is my
Oh,
next
man.
one. I mean, you called me out on it before. I need to drink more water. And I'm drinking
Yes!
some right now.
Yeah, that is not water. Quit lying to the people. They're already seeing you pour it too.
Mango. So, because I'm like, I spend about, every time I get Botox done, I spend about almost $500 every few months.
Wow.
And maybe if I drank more water, I wouldn't need to. Look, see how wrinkly my forehead is right now? I like it when I can't do that.
You're supposed to be able to do that. What the
But
fuck?
I don't
You just wanna
want
be, like,
that.
totally
So
flat?
I need to if I drink more water,
Watch
maybe my
out.
skin would be better. And I think can't you
You
drink
look like Bruce
or
Jenner.
can't you
though.
like eat collagen or something?
Eat
Yeah, can I
collagen?
order
I
that
don't
like on
know. I don't-
Amazon and
why-
just like a brick of collagen and just eat it for breakfast?
Well, you probably can have like collagen pills or something that you can like.
I
help
gotta look
you,
into that because
but I don't
I
know.
went the Fountain of Youth and
Hmm.
I remember
Powder. Julie says collagen
oh
powder.
yeah, does she use that? She looks good.
Yeah,
But I'm
is
also
that what
10
you
years
use?
older than her, so
And she says she doesn't use it.
no. You know, when I was younger, we used to read about all these people. Like there's a guy
What you eat poop? Oh, bone
Bone
broth. I thought
broth?
she said poop. Yeah, bone broth. Apparently, I
Is
don't
that
know.
just
She
that's
uses-
just like chicken
Julie-
stock?
I think she just goes around murdering people.
Suck on their bones?
Sucks up the bone. Yeah, I guess a soup. You can make it like throw some bone in it and then boil it in water and shit. And then after that,
I'm down.
after like an hour or so, it turns into some shit. And then you throw like salt and shit, whatever you want, some veggies, and it's actually pretty good. Julie's been making soup because we've been boiling chicken for Stella, actually, for like breakfast and dinner and shit. And we mix it with her kibble. But then afterwards, you're left with this broth, and some of it we use to keep the chicken, moist and yummy. But then we save the rest, and she makes soup, and she's gotten pretty good with it. I have to
Nice.
say. Some of those soups have been pretty good, pretty good soup, eh? I know I turned into a fat Italian guy, but oh, that's some soup. Eh?
New year, new you.
Hey, yeah, hey, Vinny, let me get some soup, huh?
I remember in school
fresh soup.
we learned about this guy named Ponce de Leon. Remember him?
Yeah.
And there's a guy named
remember him.
Magellan and a bunch of people. And they're all looking for the Fountain of Youth, right? And as a kid, I was
That's
like,
right.
what a loser. But now as I gotten older, I'm like, okay, what's the progress on this Fountain of Youth? Have we found it?
Yeah. Or can I at least just put some mascara on there?
Yeah.
Like, can we at least agree on that?
And then
that's
you
all
know,
that guy
today
needed.
I asked one of the marketing girls at my job, I was like, hey, can I borrow a highlighter? I couldn't find mine. And they said, eyeliner? And I was like, it's going to be a cold day in hell if I ever ask you for eyeliner. I am fully equipped
Yeah.
with all the above in my bag at all times. So remember that.
Yeah.
Eyeliner.
I don't know if I
Fuck out of here.
necessarily-
Highlighter. My God.
And I wouldn't necessarily trust on a stranger's, thing in my eye.
Well, you
That's
shouldn't.
weird.
You shouldn't share that stuff because you can get eye infections. Anywho, speaking of infections, what's your next one?
That's a terrible segue, you guys. I have nothing about infection, I swear. But my next one is I'm going to stop spending so much money eating out this year. You know what I mean? Because I probably spend most of my money on getting yummy things to eat on the weekends, because it's too good. You have a long week, you cook at home. I can't help it. But I got to start saving some money. So that's why I'm going to stop spending money on food every weekend. Instead, I'm going to spend Julie's money. Quietly switch all her Grubhub orders to her credit card. You know what I mean? I'll just be like, oh, yeah, I'm paying for it. She's never going to know. And it'll be delicious. And my wallet will love me. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm just going to. Oh, hi, Julie. She totally. She's hi. That's just being a good boyfriend over here with the people.
you know what you gotta do is you gotta look over her shoulder next time she's at the ATM. You need that pin.
That pin, yeah, exactly. And if she does use her phone to pay for stuff, so gotta somehow get the facial recognition.
Nice.
Maybe if I just get face surgery, look exactly
Or just
like
peel her
her.
face off
I
of
can-
her and keep it in the backpack. on ice.
Yes. Yeah. That's so much easier. Totally. I'll do that.
Or
See,
when
Julie Simo said I should peel your face off and put it in a backpack. But like in a funny way. Not
Oh,
like,
no. This
She
is what you
doesn't
do. Next time she's like smashed and wasted, you go on her phone and you select to reevaluate the facial recognition.
Oh yeah,
And then, so you
admit.
get her to unlock the phone, and then when you select everything and you do the facial recognition, you put it on your face.
I like it.
There you go.
Or maybe I'll put instead of the facial recognition of my face, I'll have it on my ass, so that way she'll never know. It's like, no, it's not me here, and I'll put it up to my face, and it won't unlock.
That
The
works.
secret is my ass. It's a new lockbox. It's just my ass.
I love it.
All right, so what do you got next?
Okay, so I mean, you know this. I'm horrible with social media. I just feel like social media is like running our lives, and I'm not very on board with it. And I I hate when I post something and I'm like, hashtag gay, hashtag Instagay, hashtag gays of Insta, hashtag gays of Instagram, hashtag queer pride, hashtag I am over social media. So I just think that I
Hashtag anal warts was a new one,
hashtag
by the
anal
way.
warts,
Out of time, you should post it,
hashtag
but-
chlamydia, hashtag clap, hashtag why does this keep happening to me?
Hashtag-
Hashtag. So I realized, you know what, Chris, you sound like an old fuck, and you just have to be better with social media. That's the world's changing. You have to be adaptable. And as a trainer at my job, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people are like, "Well, we used to do it like this." I don't give a flying fuck. You have to be malleable. So I just had to be better,
Yeah.
and I had to stop using Twitter just for porn. Did you know you can like use Twitter for porn?
Yeah.
I found
Yeah,
that
dude,
recently.
people come out
now,
there and like,
as
Yeah,
soon
people
as
are weird on
Osmario leaves the apartment, I'm like, yes, sexy time. I'm gonna look up some nasty stuff.
He goes to Elon Musk page and he sees him shirtless.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
I'm like, when I see a beach whale, I just fucking explode. So yeah, I need to do better with social media. I'm gonna try my best. I have a TikTok.
glad-
I never post anything, and I should do better.
I'm glad that Simo decided to get into Twitter for more than porn. 15 years after Twitter came out.
Yeah.
This new thing. What is it that the kids say? Huh? Oh Lord. I feel like if you 14-year-old Simo with the braces and stuff would have loved TikTok.
You think so?
Hey guys, this is my new Christina Aguilera dance.
I would have.
Everybody would have definitely. Let's just say they loved you. They would have loved you.
You know what? I would have been like, because MTV Cribs. Remember that? Pimp My Ride.
Yep.
MTV Cribs. I would have done a spoof on and be like, "Hey guys, come on in. Let me show you my instinct shrine."
And this is my above ground pool. As you can see, my dad hasn't killed it in a couple of weeks. Don't mind the algae.
I would say, this is a Kleenex from Joe Schmo, who I have a big crush on in gym class. And I saw him blow his nose in this Kleenex, and he threw it away, and I dug it out. And every morning, I hold it and I pray.
One time I jerked off on it, but that's why it's so crusty.
Why use a tea bag when you have snot rags from your high school sweetheart?
Hashtag goals. Oh man.
Oh, speaking of
Alright,
high school,
so
there's this
for my
person
second to
that I
last
didn't care
one.
for very much, and they're going
Oh,
through a
yeah.
divorce, and I've been obsessing over their Facebook.
Oh
I
god.
love every second of it. I'm like, you were such an asshole, and karma, what goes around comes around, and I'm really enjoying this.
Wait. Is he like live posting his divorce on Facebook or something?
A
It's like
little
him
bit.
crying, like
A little bit. talk about the process,
As
and
opposed to like Evanescence lyrics.
it's very much like he said, she said. Like does anybody have a good lawyer because my
No.
bitch wife is
My cunt wife.
is threatening to do this, and she's trying to take the kids away from me. And I'm like, I support her. I want a t-shirt that says I'm on her
Yeah.
side. Anywho, okay, go ahead.
Because does anybody have a good lawyer? Because my bitch ass wife caught me having autoerotic asphyxiation, and the cunt's trying to take the kids away now. I thought this was America.
Exactly.
Oh Lord. Yeah. On my next one is I'm going to try to get less mad at people, you guys, and be more patient because I'm a pretty type A guy. Which means that I tend to get pretty annoyed at people sometimes. And I want to be more patient. You know what I mean? That's why I totally related when you got annoyed at the landlord. It's like, fuck that bitch. That's why this year, I promise you guys to start smoking way more weed.
Yeah, why
Which will
not?
make me like the happiest, chillest person ever. And then I won't be mad ever. You know what I mean? Like, fucking do anything. I'll just be like too high to notice. It'll be great. It'll be great, you guys. So I promise. Smoke way more weed.
Okay, so question for you. I know you can't go to work drunk. We can get caught
Right.
being drunk at work. So
That's
I
true.
know there's there is breathalyzers you can take, but are there any, now that like weed is legal in a lot of states, are there like firm rules about coming to work high? Is it a fireable offense if it's legal? If you're not able to function, I get
Well,
it. But if
yeah,
you just do a little
exactly.
wake and bake and like go about your day, is that awful? I prefer some people
I
high.
guess it depends on the profession. Yeah, no, totally. It's like I think you can like exactly how you describe it. If it's a legal state, you can go to a wake and bake. Now you can't smoke and drive. So if you're like a truck driver, you definitely can't do that. If you're like a doctor, you have to operate. You can't do that. If you're like a
Well, if you
lawyer,
work with
you
kids, you
have to
can't.
defend someone. You can't do. Right, but if you're like a fucking like accountant or something, I don't see why you can't. Smoke a little weed and go fucking look at your Excel sheets
Yeah,
for
why
10
not?
hours. It probably helps. Like, yeah, if you work at McDonald's, you know what I mean? If you're at food all day, probably be nicer to be around it a little high.
Totally.
Maybe that's how you get those extra nuggets in your boxes too. So I think in some industries, you're doing a service by getting a little high. So I support it. I support it. All right, we're down to your last one.
Oh, is my turn?
What you got?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I realized that I'm stressed a lot, and most of my stress comes from work. So I'm like, okay, I need to really make I just need to make an effort to be less stressed at work. So then I'm like, okay, what are my major stressors? Probably my HR director. So then I'm like, okay, how do I get this bitch fired? So I have to identify who I don't like, how to get rid of them, how to frame them for murder. So or maybe I just put pictures of people I don't like on dartboards and just have at it. That could be fun for the whole corporate office.
Or you can send them kitty porn from like the school, from like a library computer or something, and then when they open it, right, they'll like you call the cops on them, like they were watching kitty porn on their computer, and then you ruin their lives, and you never have to see them again.
That
Totally.
and
They'll laugh. It'll be a fun.
then I thought to myself, like, what can I do? Maybe I should buy more crystals, have more crystals on my desk, or maybe like, okay, when I want to relieve stress, I either work out or I go to happy hour. So maybe I can start happy hour earlier. Maybe I can ask the team, like, hey, for our last hour at work, would you guys mind if we drank beer? Or maybe I just keep a flask in my desk. I don't know. But I had to find a way to like be less stressed at work.
I like that. And I guess you have to look at people's eyes. Maybe don't get high at work, but I was going to say get high.
Yeah.
That would go great with my last one.
Yeah.
It's like, because they say, like, take a deep breath and hit the joint. That's what they say. You know what I mean? It's great. That's a good one, though. You should definitely reduce that stress. It kind of. I feel like this one goes hand in hand with your travel more.
Wait.
Spend time
Hold
with the
that
people that
thought.
matter.
I'm gonna grab my bowl right now. Be right back. I'm gonna smoke right now because I'm still thinking about work a little
Yeah,
bit and I'm
hit it.
stressed. So now that I've already finished my list,
There
let
you
me go
go.
grab my bowl and I'm gonna smoke on the air. Be right back.
All right, this will mark our first occasion where Simo smokes on the air. I guess this season because he did one time. And to be fair, it's pretty embarrassing. So maybe he'll redeem himself, you guys. This last time he tried to do this, he hit a pen and he coughed like a bitch. So let's see what happens here. And no, we both reside in legal states, you guys. So,
Hi, still there?
Mark. Oh, I'm
Oh,
here.
hi. Okay, I'm ready.
No, I left.
I'm ready.
So I told our listeners that last time you smoked on the air, you hit a pen and coughed like a bitch for 3
Yeah.
hours. So let's see if this goes
I
better.
haven't been able to inhale since I had COVID the first time.
And I'll hit mine with you. So let's do this. We'll do this together. There we go.
I didn't think that big of a hit. That was a pussy hit. That's a big pussy hit for this guy who loves to eat pussy. Okay.
Yes. That's what they're calling his Tubi show, Eating Pussy with Simo. I knew that was coming. Simo, you're smoking such
Look,
a narc.
this is amethyst.
Simo's been smoking weed for at least 10 years, and he acts like it's like his first time every time.
I've actually really got into it after the
Excuse me,
pandemic.
fellas, would you like to smoke some marijuana?
It's a Mary Jane. You know what? Have you seen a more basic bitch of a bowl? Isn't that beautiful?
That's pretty cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. I like it.
It's so nice,
It's
right?
straight.
I love
I'm a fan.
rocks.
I'm a fan.
I do.
But not like crack
Okay, I'm
rocks,
sorry.
you
Okay,
guys.
so you have one more to go. I want to hear
Stones.
this.
So this one is actually a cool serendipitous one because I wrote it down and I got good news today. So I want to get back to doing more acting projects today, or not today, again. I want to get back to doing more acting projects again because I spent the last year really working on, the stand-up craft, blowing up the show, traveling, as I said, doing things like that. So I put acting on the back burner a little bit. But this year, I want to get out there more and get back in front of the camera. And I mean this on set, but also at home. You know what I mean? Because I want to introduce Julie to this little role play thing where I pretend to be Zorro, and she's the lady he saves. But instead of using a sword, I'm using my penis the whole time. You know what I mean? It's like,
So you'll be Antonio
It's C
and
for
she'll be
Zorro.
Catherine.
That's right. Exactly. So it could be. I want to be in front of the camera in more ways than one. But no, actually, I wrote this earlier today, and then right before we recorded this, I got news that I got this little acting gig coming out as well.
What is it?
So,
Are you allowed to talk about it
good
or no?
stuff. Not yet, but I can tell you off air.
Okay.
But it's fun. It'll be like sketch stuff, so it's cool. It's right
This
up my
could be
alley.
a pull-ups commercial.
Yes, it's just my next greatest sponsor.
He's gonna
Because I'm a big kid now.
you're gonna be standing there on the side with a dog, a fake wife, and fake kids, and you're gonna be like, Schloman Shield. Wait, there's a shield your home, the Schloman Shield. Remember that in Maryland?
Yes. That's absurd. That is absurd. All right, you guys. Well, that was, of course, we have to end it on poop because that's just how we do. It's season 5, you guys. Frat Chat Podcast, episode 1. Let us know what you thought of our
How
New
did we
Year's
end it on poop?
resolutions, you guys. Because we were just talking about fucking pull-ups.
Oh, yes. Okay, sorry. Yes.
This is why Simo doesn't smoke in the air, you guys. So, follow us on all social channels at Frat Chat Podcast. Again, that's on Instagram, that's on Facebook, that's on Twitter, that's on YouTube. Follow me as well at Carlos Does the World on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, and Carlos Does World on Twitter. Follow Paranoid Simo over there now, looking around for ghosts.
Oh no, I have a spot.
Chris.moore.com.
I have a spot on my screen, and I thought there was something on the wall, and then I thought it was on my forehead, but it's just a spot on my screen. I'm cleaning it off right now.
This is one hit, folks. This is one hit. Follow me at chris.moore.comedy on Instagram, on TikTok, and at Seymour Comedy on Twitter, you guys. Look at him cheesing. Oh, God, Mr. Bo. Get us out of here. Go get yourself.
Okay, let me ask you one question. Can people see what you look at on Twitter?
I mean, like, the government can.
But only if you like it, right?
I mean, I guess.
Just wondering. Okay, so I'm gonna I motion to adjourn this meeting.
And I second, as long as no one ever looks into Simo's Twitter history. All right, you guys, we're back for season 5. So, of course, we'll be back next week. See ya.